Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever. I'm sat in the middle of the runway because it's a safe place to be, while in the distance is the majestic twofold sight of the Big Boy and the Boston to Warren intercity kind of... Oh, look at that, it's a Dakota just coming into view. Who would have thought it possible? Well, me, probably. I may have forecast that happening just ever so slightly. Anyway, today's episode is going to be all about planes. Yes, indeed, it looks like I quit the wrong week to give up drinking. Kind of stepped on that joke a little bit. Yes, so, airports, friends. That's what I'm here to talk about. We're going to do just one minor piece of rail work before switching over to airports. Look at that. That's £500,000. There were pretty much no passengers on board that aeroplane. But we'll be back talking planes presently. Are you sporting the new logo? You are sporting the new logo. I just want to draw your attention to the new logo. The new logo. Colonel's Fail Rail and Logistics. See what you did there? See what there? The failure dozer on the tail there. That's courtesy of Chris over on Reddit. Delta3191 has made a very sporty new... That dude is far too relaxed flying that plane. Yeah, very sporty new logo. Thank you very much, Chris. I will sport it from here on in until it is superseded by another one. No dropping of hints required. Some fool will probably do one. Anyway, yes, right, so, last time around we did things with goods. Yeah, we did a lot of things with goods, and I'm going to do more things with goods now before we set sail, figuratively speaking, for aircraft. Now, it was suggested... actually, the suggestions from the comments have been coming thick and fast, and this one I liked. Actually, I like quite a few of them. But this one particularly I thought had merit. Now the Big Boy, hello there. We're not really getting the most out of Big Boy at the moment. I mean, it carries 214 or possibly more than that, 216. And rarely do I let it fill up beyond 200 because the weight is just too long. What's going on here? I think we can fix that. Don't you think we can fix that? Construction's not... I'm not trying to construct, I'm just trying to bulldoze it. One signal will be removed. Well, yeah, frankly, yeah. You know what? Get old Smokey here out of my way, because this is part and parcel of what we're going to do before we get onto aeroplanes. So I've allowed myself, a shade over 5 minutes to get this done. No, stop doing that. Then pause this. Right? How much track did you delete that way? Not too much. Good. That makes a change. Traditionally, of course, you check that before you start deleting everything. We're just going to see if we can't tidy this up a bit. And then we'll do the bit that we actually want to do, and then we'll press on, because there is an expensive manoeuvre coming up in my near future in terms of aircraft. No. Why have you put flipping catenary on there? I no want it. No, we're not interested in that. Take it off the other bit as well, even if it does wreck the train that's currently on that line. We have standards that we wish to maintain here. And frankly, I'm enjoying the... Spartan though the landscape may be, I'm rather enjoying it. Right, if I do that, which is pretty much what it was doing before, has it stuck? It has, look. There's a bit of buckled rail in the middle. And surely we can not have to do that. Maybe if I come the other way. Where's my loose end? There it is. Right, what about that? That's lovely and flat. Okay, right. It doesn't do the job though, does it? No, what we need it to do is this. Right? So, speak to me of no lump in the rail. There might be a very minor one, but it's not as bad as it was before. I'll take it in the spirit of, getting a move on. Right, yes, so we have a plan here, and the plan is that the current... There we are, right, stick the signals back on and we can get things rolling again. The current situation vis-a-vis the delivery of goods is using two trains. And while they're both sort of working, I think I'm leaving money on the table. In fact, if we have a quick squiz at the routes here, Vehicles, there we go. Let's find trains on this list. Boston Food, it's thrown away 3 million so far this year. Indianapolis Food Bulk, there we go. No, yes. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yes, it must be. Almost certainly. 3 million this year. Quite an expensive train to run, particularly when you let it leave the station with next to nothing on board. Indianapolis Food Bulk, however, has cost me the best part of $750,000 this year, and it's 33 years old, so it's going to need replacing soon, which is an important thing to note. But, moreover, it never fills up that quickly. Now, in the short term, I've just left it running so that the frequency of service kind of, increases a bit. But actually, I don't need this signal. But what I want to do is get rid of it entirely, and we'll put everything on the big boy, because the big boy can haul a load more than it is doing already. Look at that. That's some track going on there. So yes, so the big boy now, instead of returning to base after its Boston drop-off, is going to head down to Indianapolis. And as luck would have it, I've got, these bits of track that are heading through the station and not currently serving any other purpose. Well, that changes now, friends. Now it has a purpose. Hold on, let's make sure we've at least hooked up the right line. So this may be a temporary fix, and maybe I'll need to do something a little bit more dramatic to make it work later on. But right now, this is gonna serve a very helpful purpose. Although this junction is gonna fight me. It's okay. We can do a bit of that, right? And then we can do a bit of this, like that. And it will still have the track all to itself. So this will lead it down to Indianapolis, and everybody will be happy, and there will be parties in the street and much festivity. So what I need to do here is, because if we let's take a swifter bird's eye view. So we'll load up, loading, comes out this way, hits Boston, hits Warren, hits Boston, hits Indianapolis, comes back. See, I've got virtually everything built already. Have I? Yes, everything's fine here. That's all good. There we go. See, happiness is a train with lots of cargo on board. So what we will do is, after Boston, we want to add the station that is otherwise known as Indianapolis down here. Yes. And then with the other train, wherever it may be, we're going to tell this to pack its bags and clear off. Go to a depot. Yeah, can't find a depot. I deleted the depot. All right, some form of temporary depot is going to be required here. Yeah, you see, it's only just taking more time than intended, but don't worry. For those of you who fancy a bit of aeroplane action today, that's where we're going. I just need to sort this out, and then we'll do that. Are we going to use due care and attention? Well, that's not really the nature of this channel, is it? Due care and attention is not something we do. We stick it in and hope for the best. Right, good. Yes, you retire. Heading for depot. Right, good. Let's get things moving. Now, this may take a moment or two for it to figure out what the hell's going on, but I'm pretty confident that if nothing else, it should mean that the big boy is not hanging around for very long, and sets off on its merry jaunt quite quickly. The only thing that could be problematic is a potential loss of earnings by taking it from, by taking Indianapolis's food on a merry jaunt before heading back. But we'll see how that pans out. I just want to get this sold, and then I shall talk you through the main thrust of today's adventure, such as my adventures always have thrust about them. Oh, I haven't got the money for that. We're a bit broke. Must be the start of the month. We're always broke at the start of the month. Towards the end of the month, however, things are looking much more rosy. Yeah, you see, that's topping up a little more nicely than before. What's the station got going on? 12 waiting for Ind food. Well, it won't for very long. Not when I delete the line. I could have just pressed the delete line, send everyone to stations and tell them to, you know, pack it in. Right, sell. What was that worth? 1.3 million. Well, that's not to be sniffed at. Likewise, let's murder that route. And I mean, you know, I haven't got as many train routes as I want just yet, but it'll happen. It will happen. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Because I can't help myself. 94, 140. But don't hang around, mate. Go, 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 go. Yes, toot. Just cruise along for a little bit. You know, it's a relatively new train. We have to give the new trains their due. Right, main thrust time, folks. Here we go. This is the main event. Airports. I want to talk to you about airports. Well, me wanting to is neither here nor there. I'm going to talk to you about airports. Currently, we run one single airline route from Boston International to San Bernardino. Right, we're all there, which is SBD, I believe, is what I'm supposed to change it to. That's fine. We can do that. Likewise, once I replace this airport, because that's coming up, you're saying this in all the right order, aren't you, mate? Brilliant, yeah. Spoil the plot of the flipping episode before you got it underway. Let's watch this Dakota coming into land. There we go, we've done that. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to need to do, in order to put jets on my, my airline system, I'm going to need to upgrade, do not crash the game, to these slightly more significant runways. I'm fine with this, I'm comfortable with it, but it's going to cost me 3 million quid to do that one. And of course, only having one runway, that's not really going to do me many favours. I'm going to have to deal with this, aren't I? That's a thing that's going to be dealt with. Likewise, at the other end of the situation, I'm going to have to put one up here as well, and there clearly isn't room for that one either. The good news is they're both in terrible locations right now. Hooray for terrible locations. And so what I might do is, and this was a suggestion from SAS in the comments, was why not make these kind of area-wide airports? So instead of having it here, we would stick it somewhere like, look, he's trying to charge me 8 million quid. We'd stick it, you know, there, right? Or you know, in the middle somewhere. There we go. That's phraseology right there. 2 million quid for an airport. That's better. Although, you know, the road's on the wrong side, but you know, we'll cope with that. I might buy that now. I bought it. That's a thing that's being paid for. Yes, and that way we then just need to run some form of passenger service. Yeah, see, yeah, it's that. It would have been good to face that the other way, wouldn't it? Do you know why that would have been good to face the other way? Because some sort of passenger service, he said out loud, without batting an eyelid, could have been the flipping train that's running past. Oh well, it was going to cost 8 million quid. It won't even let me bulldoze it. You know, when I accidentally bulldoze something, I've always got the money available, spookily. When I want to do it deliberately, it goes, are you certain about that? I am certain, my man. Bring me your very finest hardware. So, actually, it's not going to charge me as much. I'm going to save a little bit. Save a little bit after. Keep going. The price is wrong. Yeah, okay, right. Well, first off, let's burn this to the ground. I don't need it right now. In fact, yeah, we'll come up with a different depotising solution here. In fact, I ought to do some pause-emulating before I do something that just wrecks it all. Although, saying that, I don't think pause is any insurance policy against me wrecking it all. Right, this, let's have one burst of, in fact, you know, let's stuff it. I'm gonna probably kill all the passengers that were on that one in doing this, but we might as well high speed it while we've got the chance. What do you mean terrain alignment collision? All I'm doing is painting the track a different colour. What can you possibly be colliding? 8 buildings will be removed. What are you talking about, man? No, 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 no. Right, we'll do that bit at least. 8 buildings will be removed. What a load of nonsense. 5 buildings will be removed. I don't want you to remove any buildings. Just make the track a bit flipping faster. Alright, well, so be it. Just leave the rest of it alone. You're not gonna prosper by doing anything more there. Likewise, close this off. I'm sure you'll be taking out a larger loan in about 3 minutes' time anyway. Right, so yes, interesting. This is going to eat into the profits on this train, which I'm less than keen on. Although I'm not leaning too heavily on this train to be my main profit kind of generator. So, and then station. Right, move it along the track a bit. Oh well, this is throwing the cat there. Pronunciation kind of failed me for a moment. Significantly amongst the proverbial pigeons. Oh, you're going to fight me, aren't you? Look, it's a relatively simple thing I'm trying to do. Just do that to there, all right? There, see? I mean, you could have almost predicted that's what I was trying to do. I mean, it was incredibly obvious. Anyway, look, you get in the station. I don't imagine you've got any passengers left. Let him get in the station. And cease. Good. Right. Now, we need to put another station in here. And then we either stick the airport on the side where I've already paid to flatten some of the land. Why are you now trying to sting me for more, you peasant? I don't want to remove the tunnel. The tunnel was expensive. I mean, I will remove the tunnel, should the need arise, but I don't want to. 191. Having a station here would be mighty handy. Somewhere like that. Now, in terms of the orientation of this runway, it doesn't matter, because the planes are either going to have to turn around on the way out or on the way back. So, you know, it makes no real difference which I go for. Now, if I do it there, for example, as much as it can't align the terrain, we'll worry about that in a minute. If I stick it there, then I am probably going to need some kind of bus service from the station to the airport. What I would really like is the airport to be in a position where the station can catch it straight away. This is feeling less good by the flipping minute. So it's going to have to be there, which is... Let's switch to targeting computer here and murder some of that. Right, here we go. There's a bit of road in the way. Thanks, game. Right, something. Ooh, that's got merit. Not much merit, but it has some. It's seen merit. It knows the name of merit. Okay, right. If I do your move, your favourite and my favourite, smooth. No. Pull out the unsubtle mega smoother here. There we go. Yep. Let go. Now. Pro tip for smoothers out there. While you're still smoothing it, the texture tends to remain the same for a bit, but if you let go, the texture changes straight away. So you can see if your smoothing operation has been fully completed, because no one likes an incomplete smoothing action. There we go. You can take that one. That's on me. Right, 145, 146. That's okay. I imagine we're going to drop the house prices for some of the. Let's pay for it. For some of the locals there. You're going to tell me that the slope's too big. I know that. Yet that's not going to come as a surprise. And then we want a station in here, and it's probably going to want to be a 240. So let's give it a ton of room. And this really is a very short route, and that's a terrible thing to do for your profit. But if it pays off, I mean, we all saw, you were there, you saw it, you saw that Dakota just made some, you know, a healthy amount of cash with a very small number of passengers. So, you know, I've a feeling, I've a notion that this could be worthwhile. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, you can terrain alignment collision on your own time, Buster. I want to see what you're doing, and I need to see it up close to understand what you're doing to my landscape. Because otherwise you're going to start griping about the usual. Oh, it's too much slope. Oh, you can't use that much slope. Yeah, you see, look at that. It's digging a road's digging a big hole out of the ground. The airport road is raised up. That is going to go, oh no, curve. Oh, slopey. Terribly slopey, that one. So maybe I need to adjust the, I don't know that the game has that voice. I'm just assuming. It's the kind of voice that the game would have. Too much slope, no. Oh dear. No, we can't allow that. What do we think? And I want it in the catchment area. I see, that would be ideal. And if I don't link it up to there, I'm going to have to relay the pigging tunnel. All right, we're going to gamble. We're gonna. How much do you want to charge me there? $500,000. Here, $250,000. Here, less than that, but no. So we'll go about. It's a gamble. Going to go there. For a moment there, I had a sinking feeling I might be about to place a goods station, but just this one time, I didn't. Do not argue with me. Oh, yeah, that's about as ugly as it's possible to be. Look, you've got this lovely, lovely long bit of road going on here. Yeah, that's a terrain alignment collision waiting to happen. Right, bosh that through there. And there. Well, you know, it's not griping about slope, which is good. Likewise, it's not exactly aligned with where I want it to go. Okay, well, it would have been an ugly manoeuvre. So let's try and make it less ugly. Meanwhile, whoever on the town council gave this chap planning permission is just mean. Likewise, I may have to build a bridge over the runway. Now, for those of you who were on the live stream and saw that happen, I think we might be going to do that for real. We'll worry about that later. There we go, do that. Now, for your next trick, you're not going to fight me when I put a diamond crossing on here. Yeah, in fact, these two stations are far too close together. Far too close together. It already said that there was a bit of a slope issue going on. Here it comes. Don't you fight me. Construction is possible. Oh, it definitely. Look, I can see it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the thing I want you to do. Construction not possible. Let's have another go at that. Right, let's start. How much room have we got? We haven't got a lot of room. Too much slope? Yeah. Great. Terrain alignment collision? Yeah, I've seen that too. Yep. There is a plan B here, you know. Too much slope. Diamond crossings, unless you do them completely on the flat, it will fight you. Constantly and mercilessly. And there is no way to escape from the amount of slope I've got going on here. Look at this ugly bit of flip. How did that even get built? Sack me navies, I think. There's not too much there. Look, I want you to. I want you. Nope, that's not it. No, that's not correct. Look, I came here to muck about with, to waste money on airports. I wasn't here to. Now what? What's your drama? Do that on there. Do that like that. Right. Okay. Well, at least the track is looking, you know, responsible now. All I have to do is. All I have to do is this, I suppose. No. Look, just go one way then. All right. I can't be bothered. I can be bothered. Go on, this time. Yeah, there isn't, but you know, I'll allow it. The other end's got a junction of some description going on, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. Okay, fine. Yeah, can't upgrade it to speedy track, of course, because reasons. Right. Okay. Now let's watch as it fights us on this bit of road that I need to place. All right. So far, not much fight. Okay, and then yeah, that was never going to work. Let's do. Yeah, let's do some of this, right? A bit like all the way to the fence, like that, right? And then let's see if I can't. No. That was another in a series of that was never going to work. We'll do that, and then we can pretend that that's kind of some sort of service road where secret agent types or other people from action movies will go in order to avert some kind of plot at the end of the movie. Bruce Willis and a bunch of nefarious chaps in snow gear, I'm thinking. Right, good, yes. That looks semi-plausible. Now, next we click on the station and go, is the airport in range? I can't tell. We've got some great... thank you for that, mouse over. It looks like it might be, but let's try the other way. Has that lit the station? No, it has not. Well, that's just majestic then, isn't it? Gamble failed. Equally, yeah, that's a slope to the underworld, that is. Likewise, if I were to relay that tunnel, it would be better. I don't want to spend... We're here to talk about aeroplanes. Stop obsessing about your flipping train tracks for 1 minute. Okay, well, anyway, I had a brief idea that flitted through my mind for a moment about what might be nice. So I guess it's now more than nice. It's sort of mandatory. We'll do a bit of that. Give it a bit of this. Do some of the other, and then we're back onto the main tram line, and then we will do tram stops. Tram buzz station. Tram track. Oh yes. Yes, indeed. Hold on. No. What I need this to do is I need to have a stop at the station as well. This isn't feeling good, is it? This isn't feeling great. It might still work, but I can feel some kind of vigorous shaking of the Etch-a-Sketch about to happen. Yeah, that's going to be in a catchment area of all kinds of things. The hope is they come out of the station, having got off the train, they get in the bus shelter, they catch a tram that takes them to here, they get out and get on an aeroplane. I think that's asking too much of my little sim people. These two stops are clearly too close together. You might be able to get away with that kind of rubbish with trucks, but you're not going to get away with it with trains. Anyway, we're going to chance it. Not that it matters at the moment, given that the old airport still exists and there's a plane in it. Okay, well, this is the new San Bernardino. So this is San Bernardino International. San Bernardino Plaza. Why the hell not? By aircrafts. Yeah, I know English is difficult, but we don't call them aircrafts. This is going to be SBD Boss. SBD Boss. There we are. And the boss in question, remove that. Add this, is that one. Okay, just you start flying that, and we'll get that in motion. So get your little tail off that runway. Let's do that. Meanwhile, while that's happening, how did I not wipe out those passengers? First time ever. We change this up, which is going to be a disaster. San Bernardino, add station. Yep. Santa Rosa, add station. It's a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. It's just not going to work. and it's going to burn all of my profit in the process, which is not only likely, it's also alliteration. See, I mean, you barely got up to 20 kilometres an hour before you have to stop at the next station. He's always on the way to the next one. I'm not stopping there. There is no point in me stopping there. Likewise, trams. Let's have a look at the old tram route here. Where are you going? So you're going from San Bernardino East, which we don't want you to do anymore. Remove that. Instead, we're going to add that one, and then this one. And then I need to stop there again. This is madness. This is never going to work. Right. San Bernardino Central. What is that? And then Lakeview Street. Lakeview Street. Lakeview Street, San Bernardino, Davis Street. Yeah, okay, fine. Right, that's the shuttle now organised. I don't think I've got enough trams. Likewise, we also offer our passengers a choice of would you like to go via train, which will be quick, or would you like to get on a tram, which won't be quick. But given that we've already got an active air route that's doing this, you know, this will maybe work. Maybe. I might want to put another couple of trams on there. I don't know. The real proof of the pudding will be when this train that has a full load coming from San Bernardino Holt. That's a terrible name for a magnificent international. Let's go transit. Terrible. Hold on. Flughafen. Yes, that's what we'll go for. Mixing up various European languages. Could have been worse. Here we go. Right, now, is anybody going to get off? And no, nobody got off. Nobody interested in getting off at the airport. Give them time. They need to appreciate the many and various charms of this new marvelous setup. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it will be trams that deliver. Who's on board? Nobody. Okay. 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 Well, look, you know what? A watched pot never boils, so we're going to leave that one, and it better be flipping boiling by the time I get back. Just out of interest. Oh, no, no, you're not a big boy. You are. No, you're a big passenger train. You're not a boy. That's faux show. How much have you got left? 104. And it's still on wait till full. So this left the station with a full load. Now, as long as it does that more than once a year, I'm going max speed here. I want to see how many it saves to take to Indianapolis. Go on. Kaboom. Bosh. Money. Bosh. 1.2 million. Very nice. 53 left to go to Indianapolis. I'm going to leave this little window open here, and we'll see what's going. They're still keen on flying, look. Maybe they haven't realised yet that I'm dropping them off at the Transport Fever equivalent of Luton Airport, which advertises itself as London. If you ever come to the UK, then you don't live in the UK. If you already live in the UK, that joke made sense. If you don't, Luton Airport is effectively nowhere near London, but it advertises itself as a London airport. There you go. That's the humour there. You can laugh on your own time. Right, planes coming, planes going. We're out of the age of the Dakota, if I'm honest. It's had its turn. It's it's beyond its age now. Right, let's head up the other end, because what I don't think I did. Yeah, see, I didn't do the satisfying bit. Blow that up. All of this, don't need it. No, it's a disappointment to me. Although it's a shocking waste of this rather glorious bridge. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? No. They'll get the idea. They'll pick up on this. This will be a thing that they pick up on very quick. I missed the flipping. What's it arriving? Right. Okay. Let's Let's see how we get on. Oh, come on. I don't have all day. For crying out loud, turn the bulldozer off. That was a close call. And you've only got 18 food on board. Oh, God. Okay, right, that's it. I've had enough of this episode. I'm done with it. No, I'm fed up with it. Yeah, I've wrecked enough for one day. Yeah, okay, so, well, we've got hold on, what's going on here? Why is there a bunch of people there? Maybe there's a quicker tram route. Interesting. There's a tram route that comes from a place that people actually like getting on the station here. Okay, fine. I still think I've completely cannibalised my profits, but if they're getting off at this stop, maybe that's got potential. I'm going to pause here. Here. Right, and this is where we shall resume next time around. I know, you want to see the jets and the rest of it, but, you know, you've had 40-odd minutes out of this already. I'll be back very soon with more of this. I'll be back tomorrow. You know how it works. I'll be back with the next episode very soon, and we will build the Boston end of this scenario. And hopefully, once we've got jet planes on there, people will wise up and get with the program. And that will lead to enormous quantities of prosperity. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Throw a like, leave a subscribe. Don't forget to wipe your feet and your umbrellas over there in the corner. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio!